how did the 2-9 situation happen? How did you become a part of that collective?
Man, I used to, so many different moving parts of that. So I knew Kurt and Key used to hang around in the skate shop the skate sneaker shop I also used to frequent and buy clothes from. And they were just young and I used to see them around. And then Dave and Johnny, who are also part of the 2-9, we're from the same side of town and I just used to see them around just in different facets of like football games, basketball games, just different school shit. And actually, we did a show called like Battle of the Duos, which was like me and Siege of Retro Sushi, and then like a couple other duos, and then Fat Kid's brother, and then Kurt and Key actually came to that show but couldn't get in because they were young as hell. And from there, the next day we just made a song and we just decided that we all wanted to make music together. And Kurt and Key had already started this group called Pilot Music with another friend of ours. And after that show, we all went to like my house and vibed and made a song. We were like, this is cool. And then, Key and Kurt were like, yeah, we should all make music together. That would be tight. We were already making music. I was like, shit, man, you're right. So it's pretty much just Kurt and Key wanting to make music with people they thought made cool music.
Now, how did Mike Will become part of the,
Well, we had been doing what we had been doing for a little bit, and just been working and grinding within the city. And B Wright, who's my manager now, but was just a pal at the time. He had just been doing work with Wiz and doing work with other people, but he had known me for forever since school and just running around and doing stuff. And he kind of just put the bug in Mike's ear, like just repeatedly, like constantly, like, yo, I got Kurt, and then he's a part of this group, and And he was finally just like, all right, I've heard enough, and my man's done talked about him enough. Come pull up, and it was just became a working relationship, and then a friendship, and then signed on the dotted line. Yeah, Drummer Records.
So 2-9 is a part of your drummers, and you are a part of your drummers as a solo artist, or how does that work?
Yeah, let's go with that. That
okay.
one.
Okay. Now let me ask you this: when it comes to Mike Will, what's the biggest piece of advice he's given you, or the most important thing you learned being around him?
It's about the music. Like, that's the best thing, and it's the most reassuring thing to know as far as working with him. It's just like, it's about the music, man. Like the rest of the other stuff, we can worry about that, but the main first priority is like the music, and I feel like that's a mindset that isn't always the case with a lot of people in the industry, especially now. And a music first attitude. And of course Mike is pretty business savvy, and he's definitely done pretty well for himself. So of course his business is straight. But the first thing first is always the music, and that's the most important thing I think that he's imparted on me and showed me.